Good afternoon and welcome to Northeast Community College 49th Annual Commencement Ceremony. It's just so wonderful to see all of you here with us on this gorgeous day. I am Leah Barrett, President of Northeast Community College. It is such a pleasure to be with you and your families and friends for this momentous occasion. The Northeast faculty and staff and our Board of Governors process and recess with our students as a recognition of their own personal academic achievement and a welcoming sign to our almost graduates. I'm joined on stage today by several distinguished guests. Julie Robinson, Chair, Northeast Community College Board of Governors. Dr. Michelle Gill, Vice President, Educational Services. Amanda Knipp, Vice President, Student Services. Dr. Wade Hurley, Dean of Business and Humanities. Tara Smedra, Dean of Science, Technology, Agriculture, and Math. Andrea Soer, our physical therapist, assistant instructor, and our faculty speaker this afternoon. And Jacob Sweetuck, our student speaker. I think they deserve a round of applause. We start today's celebration with remarks from Julie Robinson of Norfolk, Chair of the Northeast Community College Board of Governors.
Hello, welcome and congratulations. It is my privilege to lead and represent the Northeast Community College Board of Governors. We serve as board members to ensure your college continues to thrive and produce exceptional graduates like all of you we're honoring today. By acknowledging the achievements of our 840 graduates this year, we also recognize the fulfillment of the Northeast Community College mission, which is a dedication to the success of students as well as the region we serve. The mission established by the Board of Governors has charted a course that continues to move Northeast forward, producing outstanding and sought-after graduates like all of you. You'll find the names of the Northeast board members listed in the commencement program. I'd ask the Board of Governors members present today to please stand to be recognized for your leadership and service. I am proud to say that the Northeast Community College is a world-class rural community college. It includes outstanding academic programs, state-of-the-art facilities, and most importantly, dedicated employees. I ask our administrators, faculty, and staff to please rise and be recognized for your contribution to Northeast Community College and to these graduates' success. Graduates, you have all overcome great adversity to achieve your degree. We're proud of you, and we're here to celebrate you today. And all of you here today with them, thank you so much for taking a part in this special event. It is a significant milestone in the lives of your loved one, family, and friends. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Robinson. What a fantastic day. It's a milestone, a rite of passage, a gateway for many of you for your first job with benefits, a dream come true. It is commencement day for the Northeast Community College class of 2022, a day to simply celebrate. Today marks a dream realized, not by luck or chance, a dream realized because of hard work, determination, and a commitment to earning a credential. Today you commence, you begin. We celebrate this with ceremony, we celebrate you. Northeast Community College is a special place, and I'm going to take just a moment to talk just for a moment about myself, because I want to say thank you. I want to thank you for welcoming me to this community. I joined the Northeast Community College community and Northeast Nebraska in January of 2020. I moved my children and my husband to Northeast Nebraska to lead this incredible institution. Although the past 2 years have truly felt like 2 decades, we have found our home here. We simply love it, and it's not because of the weather. It's because of the people. It is because of you. You've been warm, welcoming, have made us feel at home. I start my remarks today with this thank you. I've lived in 7 states and spent a summer in Europe. Your spirit, your wisdom, and your commitment to rural vitality is interwoven into our college, our faculty, our staff, and our students in a way that is unlike anywhere else in the world. I am so honored to be here and call myself a new Nebraskan. Thank you for giving me just a minute to say thank you and for the warm welcome. Today, we gather to celebrate a diversity of learners, the Northeast Community College class of 2022. You will hear from a faculty member who exemplifies our commitment to excellent teaching, which includes preparing our students for success after Northeast. You will also hear from a student who reflects the traditional student of today's colleges. These 2 individuals have stories that are such a beautiful illustration of you, the people of Northeast Nebraska. People who celebrate the individual while recognizing their roles and responsibilities in our communities. People who are quick to lend a hand and slow to judge. There is a love of the land that is needed to feed our world. Our producers recognize that our land is sacred and needs to be cared for to ensure its sustainability for generations to come. There is a determination to overcome any challenge with a tenacious spirit and a commitment to living the good life. I'm so honored to stand in the room with the people of Northeast Nebraska. I do know we have a few visitors from out of state and from around the world. We welcome you. I hope your experience has been as wonderful as mine and as wonderful of those students that will graduate today. 85% of our graduates choose to stay in Nebraska, and nearly 70% of them will choose to stay in Northeast Nebraska. They will join our rural communities as college graduates. They'll return to their hometowns, to their family farms, and for all of them, they'll start to live the good life. We know that for many of our graduates here today, they are first in their family to earn a college degree. They might have a sister or brother that earned one before them, but they are called first-generation college students. The college degree that we celebrate today will lift up your family in spirit and in opportunity. We are just so proud of you. So for those of you graduating today and those in the audience who are first-generation college students or first in their family to earn a college degree, I ask you to stand at this time and be recognized. Congratulations. And congratulations to all of you, the graduates of the class of 2022. Your experience at Northeast has prepared you with the skills to tackle the challenges of your profession with a can-do spirit, a respect for others, and I truly hope great memories of Northeast Community College. I wish you great success tomorrow and in the years to come. Here's to the good life, and always remember to stay Northeast strong. Thank you and congratulations.
Hello, and congratulations to the class of 2022. I'm Michelle Gill, Vice President of Educational Services. As we celebrate all of you graduating today, we're honoring the evidence of your commitment to learning. Every single one of you have pushed yourselves outside of your comfort zone and worked hard to be here today. In addition to honoring your commitment to learning, we are also honoring Northeast's commitment to teaching excellence. Northeast's dedicated faculty and staff have been proud to work with each of you and to assist you in attaining your educational goals. To present the faculty message to the class of 2022, it's my pleasure to introduce a member of our distinguished faculty since 2010, Ms. Andrea Sir. Andrea is a physical therapist assistant instructor and one of the advisors to our Community College Honor Society's Phi Theta Kappa, which you will hear more about later on in the ceremony. Welcome, Mrs. Andrea Sir.
Thank you, Dr. Gill. And good afternoon, graduates. Do you remember your first big assignment in college? Were you the student who worked a little every day, or were you the student that pulled an all-nighter right before the due date? Tough question, huh? The point of the question is not to say that one student is better than the other, but to show how the journey can be completely different and still lead to the same destination. This semester, I've had an opportunity to cheer on my husband while he took a college class for the first time in 20 years at Northeast. Although he's not graduating today, watching him strive to do his best and utilize his resources has given me a fresh perspective on the importance of celebrating the journey that has brought us to today. Graduation is a time to celebrate. Woohoo! You have finished the first leg of a journey toward your dream destination. Your next steps could be transferring to another institution or gaining employment at your dream job. With either outcome, you need to take pause and reflect on your journey and celebrate just how much you've learned. I'm not talking about the skills the amazing faculty, that's you, at Northeast have taught you. I'm talking about what you have learned about yourself on this journey. 15 years ago, I graduated from Northeast Community College. I remember sitting in your exact seats, reflecting on the journey I took to reach this destination. Much like most of your stories, my journey was not a straight path. In fact, it took instrumental people to guide me on my journey. After 2 years at a previous institution, I was told my GPA was not high enough to make my dreams of graduate school a reality. Do you know that even Walt Disney met resistance early in his career when his employer fired him and said he lacked imagination and good ideas? So, not wanting to get stuck, I decided, with grit and determination, to transfer to Northeast Community College. It was here that I adopted a growth mindset. I learned that if I wanted to succeed, it was completely up to me. Jimmy Dean once said, "I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination." This quote sums up the expectation of the faculty at the college and your future employers. When challenges come your way, and they will, adjust your sails. With a growth mindset, you too can learn to welcome challenges as learning opportunities. Push through setbacks. Sail past the critics who tell you you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not strong enough to get the job done. So as you leave here today and set sail for part 2 of your journey, celebrate the small steps. Celebrate the customer you help, the patient you care for, or the sales goal you reach. Do not focus your attention on the setbacks or the metaphorical headwinds, which are actually more literal these days, but focus on learning to overcome the obstacles. I could have believed the critics who told me my GPA defined the end of my destiny, but I didn't want to stop there. So I blew past those critics and adjusted my sails. Arthur Ashe once said, "Success is a journey, not a destination. The doing is often more important than the outcome." You are the captain of your sailboat. So tomorrow, okay, maybe next week, you might need some sleep. Set sail toward your next goal, and remember these words from an unknown author. Sometimes, in the wind of change, we find our true direction. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Stewart, for those inspirational remarks. I'm Amanda Knipp, Vice President of Student Services, and it is my pleasure to introduce one of our outstanding students that graduated actually in a ceremony earlier today. Mr. Jacob Sweetak of Randolph is being awarded an Associate of Applied Science degree in wind energy. As a student at Northeast, he served as president of the Wind Energy Club, a resident assistant, and as a member of the Phi Theta Kappa Academic Honors Society. Jacob plans to move to Alexandria, Minnesota for a career with Brenton Engineering as a field service technician following graduation. I introduce to you Mr. Jacob Sweetak.
Thank you, Ms. Knipp. Welcome, graduates, faculty, staff, administration, family, and friends to the 49th Commencement Ceremony of Northeast Community College. I'm incredibly honored to speak with you today, but before I begin my official speech, there's something that I need to do. I need to ask everybody in the stands, all the supporters of the graduates here today, to please stand. You all played an incredibly important role to getting all of our graduates here today. Your support helped us out when we needed it the most. Graduates, please join me in thanking the family and friends who supported us on our journey here today. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge some special people from my journey here today. My parents, Lonnie and Margaret, my instructors, John Lever, Nate Simpson, Kara Haney, and Ryan Mead, my classmates, Trenton, Glenn, and Matt, student activity coordinators, Erica Ruprecht and Carissa Kolath, and finally, resident assistant director, Sarah Earle. Thank you all. Graduates, I encourage each of you to take a moment to thank those that helped you here today. Take that time to make that phone call, send that text, mail that handwritten note. The person receiving it matters so much more to them than you know. So, on to the official speech. Congratulations, graduates. Today marks the finish line for all of us who persevered through papers and group projects, midterms and finals, a ridiculously windy campus, and even the food in the cafeteria. For those of you who don't know me, allow me to introduce myself. I'm a 27-year-old non-traditional student. I'm from Randolph, Nebraska. I graduated high school in 2013. I began my first college endeavor at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, pursuing an exercise science degree, but there were really only two reasons I went there. I didn't want to stay in my small town anymore, and I thought maybe I would like to be a physical therapist. So those two reasons alone didn't get me out of bed in the morning, even though I loved Lincoln and the UNL campus. My lack of care for my classes and my major showed as I progressed through those first two semesters, landing me on academic probation going into my sophomore year. So in an attempt to turn that all around, I became a resident assistant. I thought that maybe the added responsibility would get me back on track. That proved to be a false hope, and I was dismissed with a 1.7 GPA at the end of 2014. I was utterly devastated. After being kicked out, I stayed in Lincoln, but I continued to struggle for many years. I went through many different jobs, and money was almost always an issue, but I could never seem to make a headway. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted out of life. During a tearful phone call at my lowest point, it was suggested that I move home, and I knew it was the only real option available at that time. So, I was back home at 24 years old. I had to get a job and keep it. I didn't give myself another option. I began full-time work at Great Dane in Wayne, Nebraska, but soon figured out that it wasn't what I wanted to do long-term. Now, I had sworn off college several years ago, but I didn't see any other option to change my path in life. I began to look at majors on Northeast's website to see what interested me, and unfortunately, wind energy was at the bottom of the list, alphabetically speaking, but I had a buddy who had gone through the program, so I asked him a bunch of questions, and he answered all those for me, and after learning more, I decided it would be a good fit for me. I began taking classes in fall of 2020. Graduates, I know some of you can relate to my story. Some of you were in this exact same place, and that's what brought you back to Northeast Community College. You all have an awesome comeback story. Don't forget to recognize that achievement. Some of you may not relate to my journey, at least not yet, but there will likely be a moment in your life where you struggle, where you don't know what the next step is, but I hope you gain something from my story that will help you in the future. So, through the next 6 years since flunking out in the past, I had learned more about myself. I still had a lot to figure out, but I saw the path in front of me. More importantly though, I knew what I didn't want out of life. I didn't want to keep struggling for money. I didn't want to stay at a job just because of the benefits or how much time I had spent there. What I realized, and it took me a while, was that I wanted options out of life. I wanted some glimmer of freedom, some light at the end of the dark tunnel that I was in. So I continued working night shifts at Great Dane that fall and spring semester in 2020. I had a clearer why. I understood the education I was paying for, and I was able to attain a 4.0 GPA and President's List honors in both semesters. I completed my WIN internship and continued into the next academic year with a mission. I had dubbed it my redemption year. Where I had failed 8 years prior, I wanted to make it right. So as a 26-year-old, I moved back to campus as a resident assistant so that I could try to help other students like myself when I was at UNL. I worked my tail off over this past year as a student and an RA, and I stand before you today as a 4.0 graduate who is so excited for what's to come. Now, I'm far from perfect. I've missed classes, I've woken up late, I've had RA duties I didn't get turned in on time, I've gained weight from eating too much at the cafeteria. Whenever I heard stories like this in the past, it was easy for me to think that the speaker was flawless throughout. I didn't have any aha moment or a switch that flipped in my head. I had to study and work and grind and sweat for it, as I know all of you have had to do to get here today. I had to grind and embrace my own mantra, do what makes you happy. I had to keep in mind what I did and didn't want out of life, and I had to stop spending my energy in places that drained me and hindered me from giving everything to my goals. I heard a quote a while ago: when a flower doesn't bloom, do you blame the plant or the environment around it? Now, of course, you're not going to blame the plant. You're going to check the soil, the light, the air, the humidity around it. I had to realize that I was the plant and the gardener. I had to realize that I couldn't remain in the same environment and expect to bloom and grow. If nothing changes, nothing changes. I also had to acknowledge that even if I had put myself in the right environment after flunking out, I still wouldn't have succeeded. I wasn't ready to bloom and grow. All of you will go through struggles at some point, but I hope that this lesson sticks with you so that you can be reassured it is for the better. I had to go through all those hardships to become who I am today, and I wouldn't have it any other way, because I wouldn't have met all of those incredible people that I had listed before. So, to the class of 2022, I hope that my story of failure and success has resonated with some of you. Some of you may not have gotten the perfect grades to get here today, but you've got a new day tomorrow and the rest of your life to be a better you. My call to action for you all is to sit down and think about what you want out of life. We are all attached to our phones 24/7, myself included, but I would encourage you to sit down in a chair once in a while, put your phone away, and just think. Let your brain run whichever way it wants to. You're not going to have all the answers right away, but I challenge you to think about what you want. Not your parents, not your significant other, not your friends, you. What a pity it is to waste your life doing things you don't want if those things don't bring you joy. Do what makes you happy and try to help others along the way. Go forward and work towards a goal every day. P.S. Fund a 401k and an IRA. Thank you, and good luck with your future endeavors.
Thank you, Jacob. At this time, we would like to recognize the students who are graduating with honors today. Our honor students represent programs from across the college, technical, occupational, and transfer programs. Honors are calculated on the student's cumulative grade point average as of the end of the fall 2021 semester. Would students wearing gold cords please rise? These are the students graduating today with highest honors, which is a grade point average of 4.0. The students wearing white cords, please rise. These students are graduating with honors, which is a grade point average of between 3.75 and 3.99. Now will the students who are wearing the gold stoles please rise. These students are members of Phi Theta Kappa, an international honor society for two-year college students. These students were invited to join Phi Theta Kappa after achieving a 3.5 or higher grade point average in 12 credit hours of classes. They choose to join and are now members of a group that emphasizes service, leadership, scholarship, and fellowship. Would the graduates, faculty, administrators, and staff members, and members of the Board of Governors who are wearing the military recognition cords please stand? These cords are woven red, white, and blue, and are a gift from Northeast Community College in recognition of the individual's commitment and service to the United States of America. Let us recognize these individuals for their service. It is now time for certificate, diploma, and degree candidates to be presented by Dr. Michelle Gill, Vice President of Educational Services.
President Barrett and Board of Governors, I present to you the candidates for the Associate of Arts and Sciences degree, the Associate of Applied Science degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Upon recommendation of the faculty, and subject to the completion of all college requirements, the following candidates are presented to you to confer upon them the appropriate associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates. At this time, I ask that the candidates in the first row of seats proceed to the platform. Candidates will receive their diploma after their name is announced. A photo of each graduate will be taken during the diploma presentation, so we ask that family and friends remain seated and keep the aisles clear for our graduates to enter and exit the stage.
Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Accounting, Rochelle A. Mateo. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Administrative Professional, Alyssa E. Goobles. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Business, graduating with honors, Hannah B. Brodsky, also graduating with a certificate in Banking. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Media Arts, Jessica E. Ellsbury. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Business, Macy E. Fagan. Also graduating with a certificate in Real Estate. Graduating with honors, Taylor L. Larson, also graduating with a certificate in Business Entrepreneurship. Brian E. Muriel. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education, Morgan R. Anderson. Casey R. Godlushin. Graduating with honors, Michaela S. Heithold. Jordan E. Mavis. Bethany R. Sharpfish Bader. Graduated with an Associate Applied Science Business degree, Brenna Collison. Graduating with honors, Jessica F. Stark. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Graphic Design, Helena J. Alexander Hayden. Christian J. Benda. Devin J. Benish. Graduating with honors, Rebecca Cartella. Nicholas M. Gloop. Graduating with honors, Shelby N. Hansen. Graduating with honors, Olivia A. Cottle. Graduating with honors, Kirsten A. Preister. Kira D. Vornhagen. Jasmine M. Ellsbury. Graduating with an Associate of Arts degree, Haley D. Albright. Haley J. Becker. Graduating with honors, Kelly B. Blosser. Graduating with honors, Jason L. Breitbarth. Olivia J. Bronson. Jenna L. Callis. Graduating with honors, Stephanie Casarubis Gonzalez. Graduating with honors, Rebecca L. Christensen. Jane Cleveland. Jessica R. Clinton. Graduating with highest honors, Amanda J. Zarnick. Destiny M. Dickey. Graduating with honors, Elizabeth A. Dodge. Graduating with honors, Emily K. Duncan. David C. Evans, Jr. Caden J. Gaspers. Ashley M. Hassett. Colby E. Heller. Levante H. Howard. Haley J. Hughes. Graduating with highest honors, Aspen A. Jansen. Carlos J. Jimenez. Haley B. Kaufman. Graduating with honors, Cameron T. Korth. Ellie M. Kraus. Graduating with honors, Brittany S. Kreikemeyer. Alex M. Langen. Timothy J. Larson. Haley M. Long. Jared Lopez. Dalia Martinez Castillo. Jocelyn Y. Melendress. Candace N. Monson. Graduating with highest honors, Caitlin C. Morris. Graduating with honors, Caden P. O'Brien. Allison N. O'Connor. Graduating with honors, Kaylee G. Osborne. Caden J. Porter. Graduating with honors, Arlith Ramirez. Emerson L. Randa. Joanna A. Rios. Graduating with honors, Catherine R. Robertson. Carrie J. Shinstock. McKenna K. Sleater. Carter J. Schnorr. Graduating with honors, Sybil M. Schofield. Graduating with honors, Grace K. Sengraf. Kinsey L. Skillstad. Erica L. Stevenson. Graduating with honors, Alexa E. Sullivan. Emily C. Taylor. Kelly A. Tyson. Alyssa L. Eaker. Graduating with honors, Courtney G. Ulrich. Graduating with honors, Rosa I. Vicente Encarnacion. Graduating with a diploma in business, Hannah E. Shervin. Graduating with highest honors, Tanner R. Fram. Andrew D. Hemmer. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agriculture, Connor J. Adamy. Kyle J. Kodnomic. Nolan D. Schultz. Blake M. Zavadil. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agriculture, Agribusiness, Jacob R. Andreessen, also graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agriculture, Agronomy, and Associate Applied Science degree in Agricultural Animal Science. Sydney M. Bede, also graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agricultural Animal Science. Maya N. Lemon. Alyssa J. Meyer. Kenzie D. Radentz, also graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agriculture Agronomy, an Associate Applied Science degree in Agricultural Animal Science. Karen L. Vorkortsen, also graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agricultural Animal Science. Caitlin M. Vossler. Allison M. West. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agricultural Agronomy, graduating with honors, Ryan J. Bathke. Jeremy J. Koima. Mason H. Schaefer. Joshua R. Strauss. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agricultural Animal Science, Megan A. Coffey. Leanne M. Miller. Matlin B. Whittoon, also graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agricultural Agronomy. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agricultural Diversified Agriculture, graduating with honors, Lindsay M. Hughes. Tyler J. Melby. Parker W. Ewing. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agricultural Precision Agriculture, Jacob A. Borgelt. James E. Hazenkamp. Frederick D. Kuyat, also graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Agricultural Agronomy. Kyle M. Pikiki. Blake D. Pohar. Austin M. Steffensmeyer. Graduating with honors, Dylan D. Swoboda. Jason L. Zafadil. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Information Technology, Juan B. Ayalea Borboa. Also graduating with a certificate in Information Security. Corey D. Borek, also graduating with a certificate in Information Technology and Information Technical Services Support. Edgar I. Chavez, also graduating with a certificate in Cisco Network Academy, certificate in Information Technology General, and a certificate in Technical Services Support. Quentin M. Doreen Mefford, also graduating with a certificate in Cisco Networking Academy, certificate in Technical Services Support. Quentin's diploma will be presented by his mother, Tanya Brandel, Student Accounts Specialist. Graduating with highest honors, Luke C. Hobbs, also graduating with a certificate in Cisco Networking Academy, certificate in Information Security. Levi G. Martin, also graduating with a certificate in Information Security, a certificate in Technical Services Support. Joshua J. Moreno, also graduating with certificate in Web Visual Application Development. Ethan C. Olson, also graduating with certificate in Cisco Networking Academy, certificate in Information Security. Skylar R. Olson, also graduating with a certificate in Information Security, certificate in Cisco Networking Academy. Lucy Ann Podani, also graduating with certificate in Information Security, certificate in Information Technology General, certificate in Technical Services Support. Nicholas A. Wood, also graduating with a certificate in Cisco Networking Academy, certificate in Information Security, and certificate in Technical Services Support. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Media Arts, Daniel R. Alvarado, Jr., also graduating with a certificate in Video Production. Samuel R. Barron, also graduating with a certificate in Information Security, certificate in Video Production. Graduating with honors, Trey M. Bruce, graduating with a certificate in Media Production and certificate in Video Production. Hunter J. Selesky, also graduating with a certificate in Recording Studio Production. Irvin R. Doman, graduating with highest honors, Michael L. Judds, also graduating with a certificate in Recording Studio Production. And Junior A. Cubis, also graduating with certificate in Media Production, certificate in Video Production. Natalie G. Laurent, also graduating with certificate in Media Production and certificate in Video Production. Connor A. Luby, Hannah L. Maslanka, also graduating with certificate in Recording Studio Production. Lily I. Ryken, also graduating with certificate in Media Production, certificate in Video Production. Christopher D. Thiem, graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in Veterinary Technology, graduating with honors, Taylor A. Bowling. Graduating with honors, Mary J. Carroll, also graduating with an Associate of Science degree. Karen M. DeWitt. Iceland J. Mello. Ashley K. Moore. Megan L. Olson. Ellie C. Peters. Graduating with honors, Samantha R. Sauer. Tessa N. Schecker. Kristen M. Snodgrass. Aaron K. Summer. Connor K. Tate. Caitlin A. Vanderstoop. Hadley R. Weimer. Graduating with honors, Sarah J. Wolf, also graduating with Associate of Arts degree. Graduating with Associate of Science degree, Taylor C. Arns. Harley K. Coleman. Zeka da Silva. Graduating with honors, Brandy L. Happold. Michaela L. Johnson. Caitlin R. Pavel. Graduating with honors, Taylor J. Stelling. Jacob H. Reimers. Graduating with an Associate Applied Science degree in drafting, Aaron L. Block. Also graduating with diploma in drafting. Graduating with certificate in media production, graduating with honors, Juan G. Ramos.
That's all right. All right, we're getting a little restless. What I'd like to do right now is ask all of our graduates to please rise. Oh yeah, give them a hand. Let's go. Love that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors and the state of Nebraska, I confer on you the appropriate degrees: Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Science, and the appropriate diplomas and certificates. Graduates, you may now move your tassels on your caps to the left. It is my pleasure to present to you the Northeast Community College graduating class of 2022. One more time. As a student, you've been part of a community here at Northeast, and you will continue to be a part of our community as an alum. Welcome. Let me be the first to welcome you to the Northeast Community College Alumni Association. Your membership in this association introduces you into a college community united in the diversity of its graduates, as well as the commitment to the future of Northeast. And so we have our faculty and staff and our Board of Governors exiting the building. They aren't being rude. We have something new. We learned a lot from that pandemic, We learned how important it is to celebrate and to have as many face-to-face interactions as we can. And so we are going to wait just a moment as they exit, as I make my closing remarks, because they have a special surprise for you as we leave the gymnasium. So on behalf of Northeast Community College, we wish to thank all of you that have been here with us today. For those of you here in the room and those watching via live stream or Hawk TV, a very special thank you to those who worked to make this day such a special one for our students and our families. Graduates, you are about to embark on an exciting journey. You have learned well and are commended for your accomplishments. Go forth with confidence that you are well prepared for the future. Congratulations, and stay Northeast strong. Thank you.
We ask that the audience remain seated until the platform party and graduates have exited the gymnasium. We will all proceed to Union 73. Please join us in Union 73 for a reception honoring our graduates, and while in the Union, I encourage you to visit the Hawk Shop, the college bookstore for Northeast memorabilia. We also have Northeast backdrops available in Union 73 for you to take photos with your graduate as well. Thank you again for attending the 49th Annual Commencement Ceremony and for making this a memorable day for our graduates.